What is going on, everybody? McLaren Speed Shop World Champion coming at you, and we're back into Hollywood. My favorite of the law variants, solely mostly because of the name, if I'm being honest. All the variants are good and work out. Like, again, there's no law build that I feel like is better than any of the others. It's literally just down to preferences, like what you are more comfortable with playing around. And I like this. Again, biased because of the name, but yeah, break things down. We got a couple of Thomas in here. We got our 6. We got the 4 Max, the 2 Gordon. We got the promo laws here. We got the 4 Shreya. Shreya is just I think going to be, I don't know. I feel like you probably are going to want to, if you're not running 4, probably go up to 4, because once the 3 brothers starter deck comes out, Black Yellow Luffy is going to be instantly one of the best decks in the game. And how that deck works is their leader is able to hit these chain combos with like the baby, like Luffy, baby Sabo, and baby Ace that buffs their leader by 2,000. So near the end game, their leader is going to be attacking you for 9,000, and then the reason why it's so strong is they stay at 9,000 for the entire turn. So then when you go to attack them, Luffy is going to be at 9,000. So that's why Shreya is huge, because Shreya is going to be not only for the reasons we're already using to stop like Yamato and stuff, but in that one, being able to stop their 9k leader attacks. And then on the flip side, you also get Shreya's ability when attacking. So when you then attack them with Shreya will jump up to the 9k, and then Shreya stays at that 9k for an entire turn. So even when Shreya will be rested, he'll still be at the 9k off their leader, and it's just Shreya just becomes pretty much a staple once that drops, and we'll be keeping him for a good little bit to contend there. But yeah, the reason why I like Hollywood is for pretty much that reason, because with the search, again, we can yoink our power reducing whenever you need it, and then you have Shreya. So depending on the matchup, this is kind of my go-tos. I feel like don't spam the search, especially if you're in your opening hand you already have like a power reducer. And then the only reason I'd say go for it is if you're playing like Yamato and you need like Shreya. If you don't have a different like blocker you can play to in your hand, that'd be that. But besides that, I don't know. I like the search because I know a lot of people are like on the fence of searches because of like you look at 5 cards and you're gonna bottom deck 4 of them, and people, I feel like, I don't know, it's just a superstition kind of thing, because there's like the negatives. Yeah, you bottom deck 4 cards, and yeah, if you bottom deck Ray and stuff like that, that sucks. But then on the flip side is if you search those 5 and then it's just like all things you don't need, like you don't see Ray or anything, that just then means you actually have a shot and you're that much closer to drawing a Ray, because it filters through 5 cards. So it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just a preference thing. Like if you like I just like having an extra option, especially again if you keep Buena for like the end, being able to use him and then yoink a Max or Gordon like when you potentially need him at the end, if your opponent has like a blocker or something up. Like that's the combos I look for. But yeah, it's just a preference thing. I like this overall build. For me, with Yanji, I don't know, I've just been kind of liking Yanji, using him as again, he's going to be at 6k for us pretty much permanently, and then only have to put 1 Don on him to make him a 7k attacker. So attacking for 7k in a lot of matchups is pretty clutch, because when you attack for 7k, your opponent at minimum has to discard 2 cards. So they either got to discard 2 cards from their hand to block out of that, or they're going to take the hit, and I just like that. But it's I feel like you could, if you want blocker law, this would be, you could put blocker law in for Yanji here. But yeah, for me, at least right now, this has been the most optimal Hollywood build that I've been using. I like we got a couple queens in here. So again, now we have 6. Actually, we technically have more, because again, this is helps out the card draw, like with the search, because with queen you draw 2 and trash 1 from your hand. With you get the same net with Buena, because you're gonna drop 1 and then you get 1, so you're out of both deals, you're still getting 1. So yeah, I just like it. We have the card draw here, but then also flip side we have the 5 cost blockers and 5 costs, at least in the cost removal stuff. At least for right now, it's pretty strong. But once again 3 brothers and stuff drop, depending on how that changes everything, because Black Yellow Luffy is gonna absolutely stomp like the current other removal decks. Like it's crazy strong against those. So we may be adjusting to have to play around that. But yeah, at least for right now, until EB01 comes out, I feel like Hollywood is feeling pretty good for me. So let's jump in some games. All right, we got some Moria action. We'll see how this goes. They're able to yoink first. So, trying to think what to do here. Because if I could slide out Max, since we have this, and then bait them into seeing if they have Absalom or not, and then that could be our play. So we're gonna try something. Try something interesting, because that way, if they do Perona, then okay, so they hit us with the Perona. What can I trash? I guess I'll trash I guess we'll trash Ain, since we got the boys. Alright, we get Beppo. Alright, that's fair trade. So that leads me that they don't have Absalom. That's the info read. We're baiting out Max there. So how do I want to do this? Because I could get rid of Max to get rid of this. So then we have 4. Then I could drop a Beppo and the boys, and then keep Zoro in the pocket here. So I guess we could do that and see what happens. Okay, so I hit for a damage. Well, I mean, we'll take that. I guess I should have kept Ain. Never mind, I think I goofed it. I should have kept Ain, and so I could have gone Ain into the boys. So we'll do that at least with 4. Well, we'll still just do this. Why not? If our info is correct and they don't have, hopefully they don't have Absalom, because now we're at 4, so now we can avoid Perona as well, and then kind of go from there. Because next turn I'll be at 5, so we can make depending on what they got. All right, cool. They drop brand new, so they trash another Perona and a Hogback. All right, well. If they bring out Perona, we're fine. Alright, and Hogback, I mean, we're fine with that too. Alright, we can take this one. Okay, we get kids, so yeah, let's get kids set up and then kind of tee off on them. So, got 7 cards in hand. We get another kid. Alright, interesting. We don't need that many. I'll probably drop kid, scoop this, and then bring in Zoro. And then we can kind of go from there. Because, yeah, it's pretty much our best play, I feel like. So we'll drop kid. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Bottom deck that. I'll bring in Zoro to give us a 1 there. So since we're there, we'll attack with Beppo first to get our Don here. And then we'll play a little defense to get ourselves back up. But yeah, we'll just pepper them with a bunch of attacks right here. With as much as we can. So they take that one. Alright. They block that, and then we'll end with a 6 on 5. Alright. So, see what transpires here. So they're at 7. They can't play this one yet. They do have Absalom now in the trash, though, from that sequence. So we'll see if they have cost reduction. Because if they do, then a bit of an issue, because they could delete kid, attack for 6. Yeah, there's the Ice Age, so they're going to bring in Absalom here. And then it leaves them with 3. Okay. So there's Absalom. So they're attacking Beppo here. We could... I guess we'll take that. Because I need to keep these just in case for the cost reduction. Because, yeah, there's that. So I should be able to ideally trade here. And okay, we get Yanji as well. And with this at 6, I can drop Kid again to make sure I can do Otama onto Absalom. Because we don't want them recycling that. So we get that down. That leaves us again with 5. So I can drop another Kid here. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Scoop that. We'll bring in Yanji to get us another one here. Now where am I at? I guess we'll just attack them twice because we got them kind of low in cards in hand. And then we'll just kind of play around that. And then we can save this for next turn, potentially. And then, alright, we'll see what they do here. If they keep it up or not. We at least got them low in cards in hand. And if we can pop this guy... Okay, interesting. They're... Alright. This has to be like a Moria then for them to make that play, I feel like. I'll just block that with Kid. And then, well, if they're attacking here, then I can do this and this. So now they're dropping the 8-cost Moria. That's where things get a little bit tricky because we're also down in cards in hand. So there's that into Borsellino, into brand new. Okay. Alright, we get the boys, so not over. So I could drop this. If we yoink a Gordon, drop this down, scoop it, bring in the boys, bop both of these as well. Well, or do I want to scoop this and then get them to sack Borsellino? Because they, well, what do they have in their trash to be able to bring back? Only a Perona. So I guess it doesn't super matter. Because what's this ability? From trash. Okay, never mind. We kind of want to bottom deck that, I feel like. Alright, so I'm at 6. So I could attack this, and actually here, let's see what they do. Let's see what they do with that. Okay, interesting. Because now I can launch a attack here. I could put 2 on here, attack this to get rid of it, and then we could put 2 more here to get rid of this. Or is there a way I can do it without a? Because I want to scoop this, so I want to pop this and then this. So actually here, let me just pop. Let's just do that then. We'll do 5 on 3 here. All right, and then with Yanji, now I can put 2 on, and then we'll attack this 8 on 6. All right, and then we'll throw down Buena. Dang, we kind of got all of our stuff here. Well, if I do this and bring in the boys, I bottom deck this, but then I have nothing in hand. This is kind of where it puts us in a tough spot. Because if I do this, well, then I still can't do much with Shiraya, so let's just do that. So we'll keep the 2 here. Just deploy this onto this, I guess. We will do that, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, scoop that, bring in the boys, do that, gives us 3. If I attack them, then they'll just attack there, so we'll just call it there. Alright, well, this is a bit tricky now. Do not have any cards in hand. Alright, well, they whiffed on that, but dang it, they got Hog back. So that's what I don't want. Is I don't want them bringing anything back here. But, I mean, it's not over. It depends what we draw. Okay, so they got Absalom in there. So there's Hog back. I feel like they're adding Perona to their hand. That's what I'm worried about. 7 on 5. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Okay, so they added... Alright, Moria. Okay. Well, this is where it gets a... Oh, they got Borsellino, too. Alright, we have 8. I got Beppo. That's where things... They grabbed a... We know this isn't counter. So I could do... Attack this. Get him to sack this. And then attack it again. What would that be? 4 and 4. So we get rid of this 1, then I could scoop this and bring in Beppo. Then I still have this on the field. Then, like, the problem is if they drop another one of these, then they get the characters on the board, which is the issue. But I mean, I at least can pop this. Or do I just attack? I don't know. Let's just see what they do with this. See the sack Borsalino or not. Alright, so they do that, and then we know in hand is another one of these. So let's just attack him again here. And so we get rid of that. Alright, then I can go 1, 2, 3. We can scoop that, bring in Beppo, get 1 and 1 back. Alright, so it kind of depends on what else I got here. We're just playing around that. We need I don't know. It's not looking grand here, just because of this card. The fact that they get to drop that and get 2 more just bodies out is pretty crazy, and why it can be a tough matchup. Dang, they have Great Eruption. All right, well they're gonna cost remove our kid. So yeah, Absalom and then something else. Oh, okay. I don't know why did they bring in Suru. Alright. Grab Kuzan. Well, they can only attack here and here. So they kind of messed that up. So we at least got that. But yeah, problem is can't really do too much here. Alright, we get Yanji. Okay, so and we get Buena, so let's throw this down. Grab, well, if I grab this, I can bottom deck this, but the problem is they have this. Like with their ability, like it's where it's tough playing Moria is just with both of these. So what should we do here? Because if I grab, well, I could just grab Law here and get rid of this. So yeah, let's do that. And then, because I can drop Law down here and scoop this out, and then the problem just is they still have 3 life, and they can bring back. They have another Absalom in the trash, so that's their biggest issue there. So that leaves me with 4. I'll get 1 more back, so I'm at 9. They're at 10. Trying to think, because I literally have to get rid of these because I only have 1 life. Dang. Okay, well, we pop this. Well, we know they have Kuzan in hand, so here, let's attack that 5 and 5. Alright, so we get rid of that. Problem is I gotta attack this. Well, unless they drop. Well, we know Kuzan's one of them. No, I have to, because can't really risk anything too crazy. So let's just make sure we get rid of this guy then. And I can bring in Yanji. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. We'll bring in Yanji. Give us 1 more back. All right. Well, things are not looking great, just because. Yeah, can't get him down. And we're at turn 8, so this is far past where we want to be. But yeah, where Moria is, yeah, this is and the Ice Age, yeah, there's not too much we can do if you don't get your rush, like if you don't get multiple Zoros, it makes it tough. Just because this card is so strong, because it's 2 bodies they're able to just drop, and then they either get to draw. And there's just so much stuff. So they grab another Great Eruption. So there's that. 6 on 5. I can't do anything about that. And alright. We got if I can draw Zoro, we have a chance. It's a very, very small chance. Alright, we got the boys. So they have 2 cards in hand. We know one's Great Eruption and one is Kuzan. So I don't know. We just gotta hope. We gotta hope they're bricked. If I had a Zoro right here, I'd be pretty confident. So let's see how we can play this, because this is at, since we're both at 10, this is at 6. So I could put 1 on here, 7. and we'll know that will hit for sure. So attack him 7 on 5. Man, if we had Zoro, I think we'd win this. Okay. So it leaves me 7 on 5. Alright. We gotta hope one of these isn't a 2K. If it is, then it's GG's, because then I can attack 7 and 7. If it is a... Alright, well, this is it. Can we get the Buena Festa W? We'll see. Hope they're bricked in hand. Oh my god, it worked. Dude, what a game that was. That's actually nuts. Wow. Alright. Well, yeah, when in doubt, just go all out. The clutch Buena play. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like that one was lost. It was not looking good until it was. We pulled that one out. Like that's crazy. All right, well, yeah, there you go. Just yeah, it just kind of everything worked out. Luckily, the 3 cards, they didn't have a 2K. Like that was the only thing that would have, or all of these being 1K would have cost us. But that's like the only sort of the beneficial thing. I feel like when you're playing against the removal decks, like any black color, is you do have a decent chance for them being bricked in hand. All right, we got Katakuri again here, so we'll see how this goes. You probably have to get used to playing a lot of Katakuris for this month or so, just because this is like the most used deck right now, I think, based on all the stats and everything. But once EBO1 comes out, we can put them in the blender with Bon Clay and Kid Killer, so it'll make things a lot easier in the yellow matchups with those 2 cards, just because Bon Clay, if you time it right and stuff and have him on the board, becomes the same power as like Big Mom. So that's pretty cool and pretty clutch. And then your opponent like has to block, or has to like attack the following turn. So we'll attack them here. Then I'll get Shiraya set up, and then we can kind of play around that. And so if they drop anything, I could try to search for a power reducer for next turn. But yeah, we'll see how things go, because we do have both Ain and the boys there. We have Kamazo, who we don't super need in this matchup, just because the stuff they run. So they block out of that. Let's throw down Shiraya, and we'll go from there. And we have Ray. So I like this combo of Ray and the Search, because they both give you card draw. Because, like, yeah, with Buena, it does suck when you bottom deck the other 4 cards. But, I mean, you still get net 1 card. Like, playing this does give you at least 1 card that you're going to be able to use and stuff. So, that's very nice. And, alright, take this. We get the boys again. Okay, cool. And we get them again. Alrighty. So, let's slide out this. We can grab... Alright, cool. This is what I was looking for here. So now I can... Well, we'll just attack and see what they do. Because I assume they have something. Okay, they have another one. Alright, a bit annoying, but it is what it is. We'll drop that. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Scoop that. Bring in the boys there. Get us to the 4. And, well, I assume we got, like, the weird duplicate thing going on, potentially. So, Kiku. Alright, Kiku's a bit annoying. But I can block this. So, I'll do that and that. So, this is now at 7. And this is only at 6. So, they'll do 6 on 5. Sure. I guess I should have let this hit, and then I could have blocked this for free. But that was a misplay out of me. There's a big goof there. So I'm at 6. So 6 here, 6 here. Let's play Ray. We get a Gordon, which is pretty clutch. So I guess we gotta just pop this though, unfortunately. Unless unless I attack them down. Leaves me with 2. And leaves me with 1. Because if I attack them, there we scoop this. I guess let's just see what this does. See what happens. So they block that. Okay. Leaves me with 2. Here, I guess we'll just do that then. And let's see what they draw. Okay, the pudding search, so they'll probably be using that next turn then. So we'll do that. Do this onto here. And then leaves me with 1. And so we'll attack them. Alright, they block that too. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. And since we're at 3, we have the boys again. And where they're going to be at 8. So I get to block this. So they drop the pudding, puts them at 7. I assume they're looking for like 7 mom. Alright, they get another Paro. Alright, so they drop that. And I mean, no, we're just going to tee off on their life here this next turn. Let me at 7. Alright, well, they're just loading up. We still have Shiraya on the board, and this is why Shiraya is pretty clutch in this matchup. Is I can do that, and then we'll sack Beppo there, keep him up. Alrighty, so now I'm at 7, and then well, how do we want to go about this? Because the boys, I'm at 7, so I can't bring them in, but we can bring in Ain. I do have another search to potentially get rid of this if we want to, but I also have Otama to drop if we want to just get rid of him like that. So let's do an info. See if they block out or take the hit, and then we're just gonna launch a bunch of 7s at them. And then if they get anything too crazy off the life trigger, we'll then we'll make the play at the end. Because at least we have options here. Because I don't need to use, since we have Otama and this is the 5k, I don't need to use Buena here. So we can keep him for a potential 2k, like 4 Shiraya, stuff like that. Alright, so they take the hit there. Alright, now it's time to launch the 7s at them. And see if they get any wacky. I'd only audible into this if they got like Kiku. Alright, or they got Onami. Alright, that's a bit annoying. But it is what it is. So we'll attack him again here. 7 on 5. They block that. Interesting. So now well, we could do this, try to grab Shiraya. Look for another Shiraya there, because I have this. And that leaves me with 1. Alright, well, let me just attack them. Actually, here, we'll just attack them here. So they block that. Well, that gives them down to 1 card in hand. Okay, I kind of want to make that play then. Dang, we don't get Shiraya. If I would have got Shiraya, we would have just won right there. You know what? Let's grab Gordon. Then I'll play Gordon over this. Oh, oops. Almost goofed that up. Onto there. Leaves me with 1. So I'll probably bring in Ain here. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Scoop that. Bring in Ain. The question is, do I want to attack them? Is where they're going to be at. They'd have to have Big Mom. Alright, so I guess we'll do this and see what happens. We're risking it. Alright, no life trigger. If they drop the 10 mom, we're chilling. Well, I mean, I can just trash mine. Yeah, in this situation. They have the 3. They can't, there's nothing they can do here. Oh, it's the desperation is in. Block that. And then, no. Block that. And yeah, we've got them locked up. Up here. There's nothing they're gonna be able to do. Alright, if they're... Okay. Well, they're just being... I mean, playing it to the whistle. So... Alright, well... of course Capone is the last life. Anyways. It's like, how does that, like, work out for them? They get Capone in their life and, like, moving it. Like, I get with the leader ability, but the amount of times play Katakuri and they get, like, just off the rip in their life is Capone, and then they're able to move it to the bottom to keep it at the end. So I feel like, yeah, I guess that's a pro tip, to always kind of expect that the very last life is to expect if they have it in their life and like filter through their life from their attacks, either a Capone or that or something like Amaru potentially as well, so where they get to trash to and add another life. Just be cognizant of that when you're playing Katakuri. That's kind of my biggest thing. I feel like the biggest advice of life info. I mean, obviously it still depends. If they have like 4 life triggers in here, then there's not much you can do. Like when they're able to just pop off like a bunch of them. But yeah, able to. They're again. I think Shiraya in this matchup is just super clutch. I think Shiraya is very good just because Katakuri's gonna be attacking with a high leader there, and yeah, it's just a great card to have, especially when they can't get rid of it, if they don't have like Gadatsu or so yeah, super good. But yeah, we're vibing with Hollywood right now. All right, we're playing against Ray here. See how this goes. They got Yanji. I mean, that does give them a small chance. Have Buena. Yeah, let's throw that out. We'll grab. I think I need Ain. Ain is pretty clutch in this matchup. Just because next turn I can drop a 3, and then we can go down and keep ourselves low, and we'll see what they do. So yeah, this is pretty much. I mean, they've got what they need. Like, this is the play here. All right, we get Max, and because they're at 2, I want to go down to 1 here because they're gonna be at 4, and then we'll just leave it at 1. So I'll bring in, probably drop Shiraya, and then we'll bring in Yanji. So we can get rid of Ray here, and then yeah, after that, then we can kind of go off on them. So they take the hit. Interesting. And so we're gonna do that. Let's drop Shiraya down. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. We'll bring in Yanji. And so a little Jiruma against them. And since we're at 1, we'll put them in this spot. The only chance they could get back down is if they have another Ray, and then if they're running the little Yanji. And it looks like they are not, but we'll see. I feel like their play now is they got to kind of, because we did that, they have to kind of commit to so I can just do this. Alright, interesting they just put this there. Like, they just leave it on the board for us to scoop up, because they're at 4. Now I can bring in the boys, and we get to keep this as well. I could just drop Zoro, and then we just tee off on them with some hits here. So we'll do 5 on 5. All right, and then attack him 6 on 5. All right. Yeah, I feel like Zoro's the play. Throw down Zoro, attack him again, and then we'll use our ability. We'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll bottom like that, and then we'll bring in the boys over Buena. All right, and they're gone. I mean, I don't know why they dropped the Blue Ranger like that. They've got to know they're just in range, but yeah, I mean, again, pro tips against them: you just have to be aware of their Dawn, like straight up. Make sure you keep yourself so you don't fall into any easy mistakes and giving them the combos. Like, don't let them back in the game, because if they do get a bunch of characters on the board and you get caught with too low of Dawn, you can definitely play yourself into losing this matchup, just because, again, characters that attack 7k plus are not good for us, because we already have an issue with like defense, and if we have to you have to delete 2 cards to block out of 7k, not gonna be sustainable. So yeah, just be aware of their Dawn. Again, I would say a good rule: always try to play like 2, 3 under them. If you play 3 under them, then you're super safe. Like, there's nothing they can do. But you just have to go off your hand, just to make small little adjustments. I like Ain or Beppo in the beginning because I like using the ability. Like, even if you go first, hitting the 3 and then bringing in like Ain or Beppo, if you have it to just keep you at the 1 Don, so that way they can't do anything, is pretty solid for me as well. Alright, we got some Sakazuki action now. We'll see how this goes. Sakazuki is about to be in the retirement home, so looking forward to that. What do we want to do here? I kind of want to drop this because we have 2 Rays in hand and try to scoop. We could grab this or grab Ain. All right, let's just grab Ain so we can do that next turn potentially. Because again, they're gonna be at 3 here, and at least like I know like the people don't like using this because you bottom deck stuff, but I mean when you get something like what we just got, and when we were looking for Gordon or Max, and then you move your Gordon to Max closer to the top. If like I don't know, I feel like this is just like what you're more comfortable with. It's sort of like a superstitious thing of like if you think you're gonna bottom deck like Ray and stuff like that by using this, but on the positive side, you have that as well. So they drop the brand new here. They grab all right the 2 there. They're gonna be attacking us. We're fine with this. And that's actually literally as good as it gets right there. Now we get to hit the perfect turn 2 combo where we get to clear their board and you get to drop Ain into the boys. Pretty, like for me, that combo, and especially when we get Bon Clay, being able to drop like Bon Clay Ain into the boys is just going to be nuts. Because if you go second, that puts you on the next turn, you're going to be at 6. And then it just puts you in the range to be able to drop a 5 cost like Kid. And then if you have Gordon or Max, you clear everything. So you can just build it's just such I don't know, it's so strong. Like it was just for me, that combo, being able to drop Ain and the boys turn 2 and then not having to worry about stuff on the board is just it's like perfect. Alright, they drop Hina. Okay, so what do they got? Hound Blaze the boys out. Yep. Okay, so now this puts us in. Well, we still need a Gordon or something here. So we have the boys again. Well, how do we want to go about this? Because I could, if I drop this here, that's 4. Then I can bring in the boys again. So we go down to 3, get to 2, and then I could drop this next turn. So I guess that's our play. So let's do that there. That leaves me with 2. Okay, so we'll attack them 5 on 5. Then I'll attack them 7 to make sure. See what they got. They either sack a card here, or we might be able to get them 2 life here if they take the hit. So we'll see. I probably should have did that sequence a little bit different. We should have just attacked first to see if they take the stuff there. Because now I feel like this one. I mean, they're in a position where they need to block this because if we attack them for 7, they're gonna have to take the hit there. But we know they have the Suru. Okay, interesting. I mean, we're okay with that. So yeah, now we will attack them 7 on 5. We know that they have a 2K in hand, but so they're gonna take another life here, or they gotta delete 2 cards. So we get to play around that, and then we get to yoink this and bring in the boys again, and then we just gotta play around. We're gonna have to sack some stuff here this next turn to try to keep Ain up. It's gonna be tough because if they attack for 7, then that's not ideal. But if they only can attack for 6, then we're kind of chilling. Because they're gonna be at 7. If they have Robert, that'd be 4. Leaves them with 3. So they'd have to attack, get 1 down, and then have like Great Eruptions or something. All right, so they take the hit again. So we're fine there. Do that, and then bring in the boys again. And reason why I'm kind of okay that because having the boys, we're now at 5. So next turn we're at 7. Puts us in a spot for Kid. We still just need like a Gordon or a Max, and then we're super secure. So we'll see. But they're at 7. We'll be at 7. I could drop Ray if we want to. I guess it depends what they play. Because I could drop Ray, see if we get a Gordon, and because that'll leave me a 3. Then we have Zoro as well. All right, so there's a Great Eruption. Alright, the Ice Age Great Eruption. Okay. There's Robert, and leaves with 1. Alright, so unfortunate there, but it is expected in this matchup, so it's fine. So no blocker, but we gotta keep 1 up here. And doing this because we have Ray, and we draw another Beppo here. So I'm at 7, they're at 7. Let's throw down Ray. Dang, alright, I was hoping to get a Gordon. We do not, so puts us in a little bit of a stinky spot. But we can just launch a bunch of attacks at them, I guess. I'll drop Zoro, we'll attack him again. And we'll go from there. So they sack that. Alright, they sack another one. Throw down Zoro here. Attack him again, 5-on-5. Alright. They take 1 there. And then we can go 1, 2, 3. Puts us down at 4. If I drop, do I want to drop Beppo? Make sure we get 1. Yeah, probably. So I got the 2K with Kamazo, so we could potentially pivot Kid into counter here, if depending on what they attack with. Because they're at 9. If they have the 8 cost Moria, all they're bringing back is these 2. So playing well there. Dang, they got all the Surus there. But we'll see. It depends on if they can cost remove or not still. All right. Well, we saw this coming. Pretty fine with that because, again, they only can bring in Rebecca, and we can yeet Rebecca up out of here next turn. And that puts them there and there. So I get to block 1. I mean, I could block both of them, and then we just go for the game. Because I have Zoro. Attacking them 5 with 1 life. Ooh. That is... We have... I mean... Oh, alright. It would have worked. They have the Hound Blaze, Kuzan, Robert, and Hound Blaze. So, yeah, again, same kind of thing. Playing against black, they can brick in hand. So, yeah, I think I would have risked it. Because they would have, unless they attack 7. Well, actually, no, we could have either way. Because I have the 2K. I would have definitely, yeah, I think I would risk it. Only because I had Zoro. With being able to play the safe barrage. Actually, I don't know. I think I would have done it either way without being honest. Having 5, they have 1, and then the only thing they would have brought in was Rebecca, because we would have been at 7. I could just minus those down, and then as soon as we attack once, if them not being able to counter anything, then we're golden there. So yeah, in Sakazuki, it is the same old again against these pesky removal decks. Gotta try to pump out two characters a turn, protect your board a little bit the best you can, just because Robert is going to delete 2 of your characters at some point. And yeah, you just want to dodge all that. And also too, just for the time being, before this guy goes off into their retirement home, just kind of pay attention to, I mean, any black deck is running the 8 cost here. Like this card is insanely strong. Because they get to drop this, that's 2, and then plus 2 more bodies. And it's just really hard to contend with there. But yeah, we'll see. It's kind of the same thing though. Again, we're just in like that weird little, we're in the void right now. Because once EBO1 comes out and we get Kid and Killer and Bon Clay, we'll be flying. And then this card won't be as bad because we're just gonna be punching these guys in the face repeatedly with Kid and Killer, Zoro, Bon Clay. It's going to be clutch as well, because if they can't remove Bon Clay, you have Bon Clay on the field. Bon Clay can then sort of like a pseudo counter on this, because Bon Clay can become the power of any of your opponent's characters. So Bon Clay will then become a 9K attacker if you have Bon Clay out. So it's going to get things, again, we're just in we're in the weird void this month. It's a little tough, but I don't know. We took a step forward, and then once we get to May, then the summer is ours. We get to dominate this summer. It's gonna be a blast. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.